Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session. We will be talking about the entrepreneurial mindset. The entrepreneurial mindset is the notion of a cognitive and behavioral orientation that enables individuals to identify opportunities, take calculated risk, and create value in uncertain and dynamic environments. Unlike traditional views of entrepreneurship, which most times focus predominantly on business creation, the entrepreneurial mindset concept tends to emphasize a way of thinking that can be applied across professional divides, industries, and even social activities. Now, if a student, probably a student on campus, decides, or besides just loafing around and hanging around, just decides to act on some of the noticeable gaps or challenges on campus. So the student notices that many students struggle with their lecture materials, and then he tends to develop a very comprehensive lecture materials and sends it across to his classmates through digital platform for ease of access. This can solve a problem for some people, though people may criticize it, but for a student to come up with such an idea without prompting and all that, that is what we refer to as an entrepreneurial mindset. Even if no formal business has yet been established, the entrepreneurial mindset is particularly important in addressing challenges facing developing economies like Nigeria, where unemployment, poverty, and infrastructural deficits require innovative and practical solutions to overcome them. Now, let's define entrepreneurial mindset by a particular author. Let's Docs defines entrepreneurial mindset as referring to the combination of cognitive, psychological, and behavioral attributes that predisposes an individual to recognize and exploit opportunities, innovate, and create value under conditions of uncertainties. Now, entrepreneurs or individuals with entrepreneurial mindset demonstrate certain capacity. One, they tend to identify opportunities easily in the marketplace. An identification of opportunities in the marketplace, in technologies, or in social systems that other people may overlook or just may not even notice. So, those with entrepreneurial mindset tend to pick opportunities from these aspects of societies. For example, during the COVID lockdown period, many entrepreneurs identified increased demand for home delivery services and created businesses that contacted or connected with customers with local vendors. That's entrepreneurial. Now, number two, those with entrepreneurial mindset tends to demonstrate the capacity to take calculated risk. Taking calculated risk simply means to implement novel solutions while managing potential downsides to it by understanding all the questions to ask around such ventures and their potential answers. Now, a graduate will invest savings, his particular savings, maybe he has been saving from his pocket money. He invests such money in establishing an online fashion store. After conducting a little market and research, he's taking a calculated risk rather than just blindly uh, gambling into it. All right. Now, those with entrepreneurial mindset also tend to innovate continually. Those with entrepreneurial mindset tend to adapt to changing environment by demonstrating resilience in the face of setback. Whenever they have issues, they tend to bounce back. And whenever they are faced with uncertainties, they tend to find solutions around it. Okay. Now, in terms of that aspect, some poultry farmers that are affected by rising feed costs. The prices of feeds are increasing because of the inflationary situation. They may just diversify into fish farming, or they tend to start producing their feeds locally rather than just abandoning the business. So you see, that is resilience. That is trying to find a way around an issue. Those with entrepreneurial mindset tend to have this ability to learn from experience, and they do this by reflecting on their past experiences both successful experiences and failed experiences, and they use the learning to improve future decision making. Another concept to talk about is the theoretical and conceptual foundations that helps us to build the entrepreneurial mindset. Now let's start with the first one, which is the cognitive theory. The cognitive theory emphasizes the mental processes through which individuals perceive, interpret, and respond to opportunities. Okay, so many people see traffic congestions in certain parts of the community or the city as a problem, while the entrepreneur sees it as an opportunity to provide ride and share deliveries, like selling things in that traffic, and logistics services that can go around that issue that people around that issue of traffic congestions. Now, another theory is the effectuation theory. Now, this theory establishes that entrepreneurs often begin with available resources and gradually develop opportunities. That is, entrepreneurs consider the resource they have, and then they gradually develop opportunities through which they can use that resource. Now, for example, a student with a smartphone, okay, students usually have smartphones. So students with a smartphone and has internet access and social media knowledge may begin a digital marketing and business without substantial capital. That is just using his skills of using that phone. So this theory of having a resource and then gradually finding an opportunity to utilize that resource is being exploited here. Another theoretical foundation for this concept of entrepreneurial mindset is the growth mindset theory. Entrepreneurs with a growth mindset believe abilities can be developed through efforts and learning. All right. And for example, instead of just saying, I am not good at the use of technology, an entrepreneur tends to learn digital marketing, maybe that just data analysis or coding skills, and then tends to remain competitive in the market rather than just keep saying, I don't know. He just goes through the internet, maybe through YouTube, go through one or two videos, and then he just tries something. That's the mindset. You believe that you have the ability to do something. And then the next theory that we can use to uh, anchor this entrepreneurial mindset is the social learning and the self efficacy theory. Entrepreneurs often learn from mentors, successful role models, and peers. And that's what this theory is pushing, because we understand that in the Nigerian situation, many successful Nigerian entrepreneurs attribute part of their success to mentorship, which they received from experienced business owners, which they may have worked under at certain point in time. Now, what is the dimensions and characteristics of the entrepreneurial mindset? The first is the opportunity recognition. The second is resilience and perseverance. The third is proactive and initiative. The fourth is innovation and creativity. The fifth is social learning and self-efficacy. And the sixth is vision and strategic thinking. Now, let's take them one by one. Let's get a hang on what they are really talking about. For opportunity seeking, with that dimension of entrepreneurial mindset, the founder of the ride and hail businesses identified the difficulty commuters were facing or faced in finding reliable transportation, and then he went ahead to transform that challenge into a profitable business. So that is opportunities thinking for you. All right. And that is opportunity recognition. You saw the opportunity and exploited it. Then we also have the resilient side of it. Many entrepreneurs experience difficulties and they bounce back. All right. And then when we say proactivity and initiative, rather than just waiting for government to employ you, a graduate to establish a small business and employ you, or somebody, a businessman, to do the same thing. You as a graduate can start up something, all right? Start a consulting business, start an online business. Just you have initiative, use your initiative. So another dimension which requires a little explanation is innovation and creativity. Of course, when you convert an existing product into change it in one way or the other, either through the process, through the looks, through the market way you go about it, you are innovating it in one way or the other to create more value, and so on and so forth. So once you do something like that, you are exhibiting a dimension of entrepreneurship. And this is can be exemplified in the act of a local tailor. We have tailors around us, those are so close, who markets his product through TikTok, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Now, I can even use an example. This morning I woke up and I had a student send me a message and say, "See my business. So I'm doing this kind of business." She's a agent and a consultant in a particular line of business. And he said, "Please help me push it there so that I can get some people to patronize me. They may just be among your followers." And I did that on my platform. So you see, this the student took the initiative and showed creativity in the aspect of her own consulting business. Now, then we also have learning, social learning, and vision and strategy. Let's go to something else. Let's talk about the concept of developing the entrepreneurial mindset. You may have it, but you don't develop it properly. So the entrepreneurial mindset can be cultivated through entrepreneurial education. Students who engage in business, plan competition, often develop strong opportunity recognition skills. You go for one competition or the other, and even if you fail, even if you don't do so well, even if you win, but the frequency of competing and rubbing minds with others that have like minds like yourself tends to educate you in entrepreneurship. Number two, mentorship and role models. Role models provide the opportunity to see that what you are looking out to be, someone is already that thing and has achieved it. So, learning directly from successful entrepreneurs provide practical insights that textbooks may not offer. Then we have experiential learning and practice. Now, operating a small campus business teaches financial management, whether you like it or not, teaches customer service, whether you like it or not, teaches problem solving skills because you will have a lot of problems and you will have to fix it. Now, we also have policies and institutional support. This can help develop entrepreneurial mindsets. Why and how? Because when government programs such as business grants, startup incubation centers are set up, what they tend to do is that they encourage entrepreneurial development, they provide resources here and there, and this is what we call support. Then we also have access to networks. Access to networks can also help in developing entrepreneurial mindset because business associations help entrepreneurs identify customers, suppliers, and investors as it may be. Now, let's talk about some of the challenges to developing an entrepreneurial mindset. The first challenge is personal and cognitive barriers. All right. And this could be things like fear of failure. You could just know you can do this, but you're afraid to fail. And fear of failure may prevent an individual from pursuing a promising business opportunity. Another challenge could be educational, and that educational challenge could be educational institutional limitations within the educational system. And of course, when these limitations are heightened, students are the first to be hit by it, and students may graduate with just theoretical knowledge, but not practical business experience. Or students will graduate, or those that come through the educational systems will be half baked because of the institutional limitations and provisions that are challenges to developing entrepreneurial mindset within such an institution. Then we also have socio-economic constraints. Like a promising entrepreneur may be unable to start a venture due to lack of capital or poor infrastructure. Then we also have technological and resource limitation. Now, limited internet service is a technical limitation, and this can prevent entrepreneurs from utilizing digital marketing opportunities, e-commerce opportunities, and online learning opportunities. Now, what is the policy implication of developing an entrepreneurial mindset? Now, if we integrate um, experiential entrepreneurship into our educational system, students will learn practically. All right. Therefore, integrating experiential entrepreneurship education should be encouraged. Universities should strengthen mentorship and networking platforms. All right, because this facilitates mentorship programs. Also, entrepreneurs require affordable loans, grants, and venture capital opportunities at different points in time. Um, therefore, we should encourage the facilitation of access to finance. And then government should simplify business registration processes and improve business environment. Therefore, we should encourage institutional support, even policy support. Then we should also encourage the cultivation. Society should encourage the cultivation of an entrepreneurial culture. All right. Then entrepreneurs should be encouraged to acquire digital skills through promoting technological adoption and digital literacy for success in a developing economy like ours. All right, this is about it for today. If this video has been useful to you, please share it to others, and thank you for listening.